Okay, I want to show with a corner to corner what you do if you have to carry the yarn up 2 stitches. So I can carry it like this because it's the same color. So here, carrying it up 1 stitch is very easy. I'll show that. That's pretty straightforward, and I've seen lots of videos on that. I think I've only seen one other video. This is what I do. I pull through there to kind of close that gap up. Chain 1, go through here and then slip stitch. Go through this one and slip stitch. Okay, and then into the chain space, slip stitch. Now, if you only needed to carry it to there to connect with this block, great, except on my pattern, I have to bring this green up here, and there's going to be another green block here, so I have to carry this over to this spot. So what I do is I chain 1 there, and then I kind of go through the loops and slip stitch to carry it across, and I like to go into the corner here and slip stitch that slip stitch spot right there. Now I have to slip stitch up the side here, the top of those double crochets, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the space, and then I'm going to leave that loop there. So the reason I did that again is, I'm going to have to adjust that, but the reason I did that is this green also needs to come up here, and I don't need blue again until I'm here. So if I'm going this direction and I carry the yarn that way, 2 spaces, that's how you do it. Hopefully that was helpful. Okay, quick update on the blanket so you can see where we're at. There's Asia and Japan and the miscellaneous other islands, lots of islands right there. Australia and New Zealand, Madagascar and Africa, South America, Antarctica. So that's the bottom of the heart. You can definitely see the heart shape now. So we're not quite to the top of the heart here, but we're close. I've passed this corner, and I've passed this corner quite a bit ago. That's several rows past. I think I have 1 or 2 more rows that are Africa, but I thought you all would appreciate seeing where I'm at right now. As of April 10th, 2025, this is where I'm at. I haven't worked on it most of the week. I've been working on another blanket. But I kind of like the way that this part of Asia ended up kind of fading to a lighter color, because this part of Asia is quite cool. Actually, this part is too, but whereas Africa turned out to be a nice dark green and rich, which is more topographically accurate. Australia's kind of in between. It's got a lot of desert area, so that shade of green worked out well. South America probably should be even darker than this, but this is just the green that I happen to have. It's kind of a grass green. It's from the ombre, so I was just kind of pulling sections. Sort of color controlling, not exactly. But that's where I'm at. And I'm adding, in addition to the tutorial you just saw on color changing or carrying yarn 2 spaces or 2 blocks, I'm adding a tutorial on what I do when I'm removing a bobbin. So you can see I have lots of bobbins on here. Let's say I'm done with that section, which I'm actually, I think the next row I will be removing this bobbin. This is the Mediterranean, right? No, wrong bobbin. This one, the one that's right. Well, it's not way back down here. I kind of stuck the bobbins down lower so they wouldn't weigh down the edge, but there's one more block right here. This is the Mediterranean. Mediterranean, right? um, and when I do that block, I'm going to remove that bobbin. Well, I already filmed a tutorial in a different section where I'm removing a bobbin, so I'm going to add that on here now. Have a great day, and I hope you love that blanket as much as I do. I have to make myself one now. All right, this is how to remove a bobbin from your work. This is going to be a particularly satisfying bobbin to remove. For one, it's on the Yarn Genie holder because I was out of pulling. And for another, I have to use a different hook than the rest of the yarn. And I won't have to do that anymore because it will be done. Oops, let me loop that up. Anyway, so I see right here, this one, I changed it and I haven't done the line. I'm going to be doing two. Oh, I don't have that down there so you can see. Down here, it's these two right here. I'm going to do those two, and then I'm going to show you that instead of treating it like you're changing colors, you do tie it off. Okay. Oops. I need to carry this over, so I go under here through this side a little bit. Chain this. Grab that edge. Oh. Grab the edge. Attach that to my Yarn Genie. All right. Hold that open. This is the back side, so I actually want this yarn on the front side. Loop it around like that. So I'm changing into this other yarn. Again, this is the back side because I'm going this direction. Only matters on the graph. All right. Here we go. All right. That's I'm only doing 2 double crochets instead of 3 because of this yarn and because I needed it to kind of closely match the other yarn as far as the size of the squares. So all of this is normal so far. Chain 3, double crochet, other than that I'm doing one less and using a different hook. Then it's right here. All right, so here's where it's different. I'm going to be tying this off and removing this bobbin. Okay. I slip stitched and I chained 1. I'm going to cut it. And now this all can get removed. All right. So now I'm going to pull through, if I can. I'm going to put this tail in right away. Just kind of go through where I can and close up the holes. Just kind of closing up some of the holes if I can. Again, I just try to kind of use that tail to close up the gap. Just go wherever I want. That. All right. I'm going a whole lot of different directions, plus this yarn is super fuzzy. So that's good enough. Off that tail. And that bobbin is removed. Now notice it's 2 squares. I know it looks a little different here. 2 squares flat. So I need to bring this yarn over to this corner, which is not that abnormal. Oop, switch hooks, and I'm done with that hook now. I won't have to use it anymore because it was only for that yarn. If I put this on Greenland, I'll use it again, which I probably will. Greenland's up here and has a permafrost, so I'll probably do that. All right, and then I go. It's hard with this fuzzy yarn. Okay. All right, that's it. And then chain 3, and then go on off my graph. So that's removing a bobbin and then adding the new, well, in this case, carrying it over to where it needs to be.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.